What's up, y'all? It's Ty in this video. Today, we're going to be going over talking about the radioactive cards that are coming to NBA 2K25 MyTEAM tomorrow. Headlined by the 100 overall Shaquille O'Neal, who, look, Shaq gets the craziest animations in the game, people say, and he is going to have a 99 3-ball. Depends if they change his release or not, but even with that same release, he's going to be an absolute stud. Also in Dark Matter, Shawn Kemp can play small forward. Dark Matter, J.R. Smith can play point guard, and Dark Matter, Ron Artest, who that pink diamond Ron Artest was obviously absolutely ideal as well. So, again, am I super high on this drop coming tomorrow? I mean, I don't really know. You know, like, as far as Shaquille O'Neal, it's just tough for me because he's 100 overall, and I'm never going to be able to get him or use him. You know, so, like, that's obviously tough. Shawn Kemp, I think, is going to be incredible. Ron Artest is going to be incredible. I'm never super high on J.R. Smith, so, again, that's a tough one as well. I just feel like these types of drops, it is what it is. Like, the true test is, how good are the Galaxy Opals? How good are the Pink Diamonds? Because, honestly, right now, for the majority of the community, those are the only cards that are somewhat reasonable. And again, it is what it is. I'm having fun using those cards. You can go out there and compete with those types of cards. But yeah, if again, you want these headliners, like, I'm not saying that they're for sure bad. I'm just saying, I don't know how high you can be on them. Like, MJ, for sure, was probably the best point guard in the game. Shaq, is he going to be better than Galaxy Opal Wemby or 100 overall Kristaps Porzingis? I don't know. You know, I think that's going to obviously be a debate to be had. The card I'm probably the most excited about coming into this set tomorrow is that Dark Matter Shawn Kemp. I feel like the Pink Diamond Shawn Kemp was obviously really solid. Dark Matter Shawn Kemp's going to be 6'10". He's going to be able to play a lot of defense for you guys. And again, I feel like I'm going to overall like what the card is going to get into. His release probably definitely going to be sped up as well. So he's obviously going to be ideal. We'll have to see again tomorrow what those Pink Diamonds do look like because, you know, for the majority of the community, those are going to be the main cards that people are actually getting. Most people aren't going to get the 100 overall. Most people are not going to get, you know, the Dark Matters of the world. Most people tomorrow are going to be looking at those, you know, at those Pink Diamonds, at the Max Galaxy Opals, seeing what those cards get into. So, again, we'll have to wait and see. I wish I could honestly love J.R. Smith. I feel like some years in the past, J.R. Smith has had some decent enough cards. But not in recent memory. Like, you'd have to go way back to find a J.R. Smith card that I personally really liked and I personally really had fun with. I mean, it has been a while when I'm trying to think of, like, J.R. Smith in this game and, you know, when the last time J.R. Smith has been a really good card. So, yeah, and that's just something that I'm thinking about. Obviously, heading into this radioactive set is the fact that it's just, to me, been a while since, you know, we've seen some of these top level guys. So, again, I wish J.R. Smith could go back to the good old days. The 2K, what was it, 17 days when he was shooting from half court. That was those were the fun days, the most fun days of this game. Obviously, again, Ron Artest, I think, is going to be absolutely incredible. The Pink Diamond Ron Artest defensively is still one of the best cards that we have in the game. So, the Dark Matter Ron Artest, going to see that release sped up. Obviously, offense is probably going to see a big time improvement. But you know kind of what you're getting out of Ron Artest, you know, on that defensive side of the ball. And trust me when I tell you guys, he is going to be an absolute beast defensively at that small forward, power forward position. So overall, again, I feel like Friday drops, it is what it is. I know a lot of people were kind of upset, you know, that we didn't get a, you know, point guard, that we didn't get, you know, somebody like, and again, I don't hate Shaq. I just don't think he's that exciting. And I get what people are saying, but at the end of the day, we saw a point guard literally last week. So am I surprised? Not really. Like, I'm really not surprised. I do think, like, 2K eventually is going to need to speed things up slightly. And when I say speed things up, I'm not saying that they've got to drop multiple 100 overalls. But I'm just thinking to myself, like, okay, we're in early March, right? And we're seeing 100 overall a week. How many 100 overalls are we going to see? I guess would be my big time question. Because if we just keep getting one a week throughout the rest of the season, I think it's just kind of going to be like slowly the market continuing to drop for Dark Matters and in 100 overalls. Because right now, the reason I say that, right, is because right now on the auction house, 100 overalls are 5 million MT. So I'm just trying to think, how are we ever going to be able to afford 100 overalls in my team if the prices are going to continue to be what they are, and if we don't see more and more 100 overall. So again, am I begging for the content to really ramp up? I don't know, but it just stinks that we're really getting only one new batch of new cards a week. The rest is hidden behind super packs, and from that batch, it's like if people aren't super satisfied with this set, it just stinks, because this is really the only chance we have of getting the top level cards, or cards that people are excited about. So I don't know. I feel like the community is somewhat split on this. I do think if they update J.R. Smith's release and make it just slightly better, that would be good for the community. I think the community would really like that. I see somebody also comment, the Kemp and Gary Payton duo is going to go crazy tomorrow. 2K. I'm telling you right now, do not miss that opportunity, right? Like, shout out to Miles for even putting that on that. Like, if we get a Gary Payton with Shawn Kemp duo, do y'all realize how good that duo is truly going to be? Like, that duo is going to just be absolutely ridiculously good. So, I mean, look, I get what people are saying with that. Like, that would be a duo that would, be really, really solid, that people would probably honestly be excited about seeing in the game. So, again, 2K can do a lot of things. Like, even with J.R. Smith, sure, we see the names of the cards, but they can do a lot of things as far as making cards different, right? Make that J.R. Smith different. Make J.R. Smith one of the best point guards in the game. And I think, a lot of people are going to be a lot more receptive to this specifically. So that's just kind of my thought process with it. Again, if they want the community to be hype, 2K, you've got to change some things with this drop. I'm not saying this drop is bad. I'm not even saying that I personally hate this drop, because I don't. Like, am I in love with what this Shaq card's gonna do? Probably not. Like, I personally don't normally love Shaquille O'Neal in my team, but I mean, some people do. And so if they want to get Shaq, they can. I'm more looking on the other, about the other things. Like Shawn Kemp, is he going to have a duo with Gary Payton? J.R. Smith, are they going to release? Or are they going to change his release? Ron Artest, how good are they going to make him? And what are they going to do as far as the Pink Diamond, Galaxy Opals, and Diamonds? Can we finally get a set of good diamonds so people can grind for a guaranteed good card tomorrow? Or are you just going to keep hiding behind the fact that you are giving us horrible diamonds in the game knowing we are getting them for free? Those are the big questions that I have for 2K, right? Obviously, headliner, Shaq coming tomorrow. I don't have too many thoughts on it. I'm not going to get Shaq. Will I open packs? Maybe with my King of the Court VC. I'll probably open one box of them. But I never really expect to pull anything. You can't. And so it is what it is. Are these packs more worth opening than super packs? I'd go back to the pack odds, guys. I'm not going to tell you guys what's worth it or not. Go back to the pack odds. I do like opening packs slightly more on Fridays, I think, just for the sole fact that, like, the new cards are in game. People are excited about them. I'm more excited about the new cards. However, this drop, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not going to be disappointed if I get Shaq. But yeah, I just don't know how I feel about this drop. You guys can let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. It is fine. Again, I do like some of the dark matters in Shawn Kemp, in Ron Artest. I just personally wish J.R. Smith was as fun as he used to be. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.